everyone, welcome back to my channel. I hope you're well. Today we're gonna be actually planning our NaNoWriMo projects. I haven't done a vlog in so long. I love vlogs and that's all I really watch on YouTube. I really should make more vlogs. I'm actually really excited to reintroduce Racon. If you guys don't know Racon, I've worked with them before, and notably I worked with them during last year's NaNoWriMo, and I just really am excited to tell you guys about them again because I heard that last time they really did help a lot of my audience. So their planners might actually really help you. Racon creates digital planners for you to actually achieve your writing goals and to stay on track. So if you really do love like word trackers, if you really do love calendars and sort of little tiny goals and milestones to keep you focused. The three main things I love about Racon is one, their aesthetic. Can you see the amazing planner? It's literally beautiful. They create a lot of stickers and a lot of different things, and something that I do want to quickly say, I'm not sure if you saw in the intro, but they created some amazing writer wallpapers. Yes, wallpapers for writers. I'm obsessed. So here we have a beautiful beige little wallpaper that I got from their storefront, and it says, I write to give myself strength. I write to be the characters that I'm not. I write to explore all the things that I'm afraid of. And I literally am going to be looking at this every single day of NaNoWriMo and feel motivated because this is just such a fun little wallpaper, and I think Racon's aesthetic is just spot on. The second thing I really do love about Racon is the accessibility of their planners and just how, yeah, you can use them on your laptop, you can use them on your iPad. I really encourage your iPad because you can actually physically write, which is really important for writers. So if you haven't physically written anything about your book, this is your sign to download a digital Racon planner so you can use it in GoodNotes. And the last thing, the most important thing, is the fact that Racon's planners literally have everything. They really do hone on the importance of plot and characters. Where a lot of other planners have all this wishy-washy things, Racon has really direct and sort of, what's the word I'm looking for? Very intentional, that's right, very intentional questions that really prompt you to think about things that you would completely miss. They ask amazing questions and really guide you throughout the process. So especially if you're studying NaNoWriMo for literally the first time, I really encourage you guys to download especially their PREPTOBER NaNoWriMo planner, which I'm going to be going through in this video and just kind of, yeah, talking to you guys about my project. Oh my gosh, I'm so excited. So yeah, I really encourage you guys to click the link in my description. Click that link in the description to purchase one of your digital planners today, because it will also really be helping me out so freaking much. So if you want to support me, go ahead and purchase one of their planners. And yeah, let's go ahead and get on to the video. Let's go. Okay, so the first thing I kind of need to do is some uni work. I don't want to do uni work at all. If you guys don't know, I'm in law school, so I literally have to study for my exams. I have 3 huge law exams, and get this, right? I have to do 2 law exams on the same freaking day on a Saturday. On a Saturday, I'm gonna be hopefully, yeah, kind of starting my study planner for one of my courses, which not that I hate the course, but I hate the course. Usually I do that in Google Docs. I really kind of want to include more study stuff in my videos because I think that will be really helpful, because basically all of you guys are in school or have some sort of work or uni. And some tip that I have, which is really important, especially if you're in law school or just need like a lot of content to kind of brainstorm, and especially if your exams are open book. Basically all my law exams are open book, so I feel a lot better usually. But I create these study buddies which help so much. I'll show you guys my crime one because I'm studying crime 2 at the moment. Okay, so this is literally what it looks like. Guys, it's literally 30 pages. But look how long it is. Yep, that's all the content I need to learn for my exam. So that's really fun. What I like to do is to ensure I have these sorts of prompts that help me a lot, because all my exams are basically like hypothetical, and you basically have to go through, yeah, a sort of scenario. That's like literally like all law exams. You have to go through a scenario where there's like a case and you have to apply the law and apply the facts. And I feel like Detective Sherlock whenever I'm like doing my exam. I kind of like it in the moment, but as soon as I get my grade, I'm like, okay, I'm not as smart as I thought I was. But yeah, I've been preparing for my exams for the last week or so, and I have 2 more weeks before my exams, so I'm a little bit stressed, and I do have a huge policy paper due at the end of the week. So let's go ahead and get some work done so I can feel a lot better and actually brainstorm my book. Something that I actually really want to do. I don't want to study, I want to plan my book. But yeah, let's go ahead and do some study. guys, so I did some study. It didn't last long, let's just say that. I think I'm just too excited to prepare for NaNoWriMo and to get back into my world and my characters of Alex and Lewis and Project O. So I'm going to be going on my iPad and hopefully getting up my Raccoon planner so I can talk to you guys about how I'm preparing for my book, about my stories, and yeah, just kind of like getting back into my world. So let's go ahead and do that. But I've just downloaded the Raccoon planner. What's really cool is that they also have a word count tracker, which you can actually choose between all these different colors. So I'm probably going to be using the pink one, obviously, but they look amazing. It has like all the word count goals and also all the dates. So if you really are a visual learner, you can go ahead and actually just tick off all of these and see how many words you can get in a month, and that's of course the whole NaNoWriMo goal. However, I'm going to be going back to the actual planner, and this is what it looks like. It's so beautiful. I love the aesthetic. You can pick your sort of colors. I chose to kind of go into this sort of aesthetic, although I do love pink, as you can see, like my whole desk and like my room, but I really do like this aesthetic as well. This is all that the planner comes with. Literally so much stuff. Again, like it's kind of like overwhelming sometimes, but I think it's really great to have it there just in case if you want to go ahead and yeah, really dive deep. So if you do want to like succeed in NaNoWriMo, this is the way to do it. So this is my planner. I'm just gonna go ahead and actually brainstorm one of the pages with you guys and just chat about my book really loosely. And if you want to just like relax, chill, or I'll chat for a little bit and probably do some more on my own. So let's go ahead and yeah, plan some of my book. So I'm going to be using this overview page firstly because I just think it's the most like important page, you know what I mean? And I'm going to be going through the aesthetic, the characters, the setting, and I'm going to be using my beautiful pens. I'm so glad I have an Apple Pencil. I know I feel so rich. Like this is 200 bucks. It's crazy. It's so crazy. So I'm just going to go ahead and actually just go down and think about the aesthetic. So when I think about Project O, I think about cobblestone streets. So I'm just going to be writing like all these different little things. Cobblestone street, romantic London, which actually is not very romantic when I think about it. Like 1800s London, like the Thames is probably stinky there, so but it's my book. I can say that the Thames is drinkable water, beautiful water. I think though, when I think about it, it's like really a shadowy book. It has very much a lot of different things to do with like, I don't know, hidden or sort of traumatic things that like things that don't seem like how they are. And although it's not really like a thriller or some sort of horror or a psychological thriller, like it's not like that, but it's kind of, it has that sort of underlying tone, which is really interesting. Okay, let's move on to characters. So of course I have actually 4 characters. I have Alexander. I think Alexander is like the main character because I love him so much and I was not expecting it. And I realized that in one of my videos, I think it was one of my recent videos, yeah, I realized that one of my other videos where I basically, not one of my other videos, sorry, one of my other projects, I had Project O. No, not Project O. Can my mind like think properly? It was Project Inventors, Project I. I'm not sure if you guys even remember that. Do you guys remember that? And there was a character named Alexander who was exactly like Alexander in here. So he somehow morphed and just switched books. And I'm like, that's never happened to me before. So Alex is really an interesting character. We also have Franz, and Franz is actually named after Franz Kafka. And then also Sora, who are twins. So I'm just gonna, by the way, they're twins. There's also some sub characters which are kind of like the meanies. There's this really mean guy called Cloris who is kind of like the high school bully, which is so dumb. But he basically gets really jealous. Basically keeps making fun of Alex by boasting how good his wife is and how like, oh, you should come over to dinner. Oh, that's right, sorry, it'll just be you, not your wife, because your wife's dead. Like that sort of, he's mean, okay? He's really mean. And there's also another guy called Joe. And I want to call him Joe Black so much because my favorite movie is Joe Black. Wait, no. Is it called Joe Black? I think it's literally just called Joe Black with Brad Pitt. And I love that movie. And I don't know, it just suits him so much. And Joe is actually a painter, but he's not what he seems. And I remember finishing the book and being so like, I literally like screamed because I realized a big plot twist that has to do with this character, which I'm like, no way. And I kind of knew like some sort of, but like the way that it switches, you guys know what I mean. You guys know what I mean. Okay, next we have setting. 1800s London. There's also a park. I think it's really important in this setting thing, and to think about settings is to think about the scenes. So like there's a park setting where Lewis and Alex always walk to. There's also an apartment in which Alex actually lives at. And if you guys don't know, Alex is rich. He has a lot of like old money because his parents had died in a house fire, and the house, basically the huge manor, burnt down, and Alex, it was kind of like in their will, or like in like their insurance, to have it rebuilt exactly how it was with all like the plans and everything. But Alex doesn't live there. He actually lives in a very shabby apartment with a really funny neighbor who is called Miss Chia or something, Miss Mina, and she has this cat who keeps going into Alex's apartment. But anyways, Alex doesn't use the manor because he actually kind of rents it out, not really rents it out, but kind of uses it as not an asylum, what am I saying? He uses it as like a place for orphans, and basically it's kind of like an orphanage, and I think that's really, really sweet. And Alex like treads like even further just to kind of go to his apartment, and he kind of likes the solitude there. And of course, being in a big house where your family and your wife has died is not very nice, so that apartment's very special to the book. And there's of course the orchestra. I still don't even know how to spell orchestra. Is that dumb? Orchestra, I think that's how you spell it. Maybe. I'm gonna actually try to copy and paste some photos from my Pinterest page. If you guys don't know, I love Pinterest so freaking much. And this is my this is what my Pinterest page looks like. Isn't that really interesting? It has like anyways, I'm gonna be copying and actually going to plus like so, and look at this. Doesn't that look beautiful? I think it's really, really fun because Racon gives you so much flexibility in what you want to do. And yeah, I'm gonna go ahead and continue doing this and just hopefully just getting my aesthetic for my book so I get excited about it, and downloading all of these cool Pinterest pages and Pinterest photos, which will be really, really fun to kind of just think about. Of course, there's a lot of different photos that I feel are very distinctive and when you're doing this, I really encourage you guys to be very instinctive, but also very, what's the word again? I keep forgetting that word. Intentional about what you're creating and what sort of photos you are using, because of course you can't use all of them or else it's just gonna like be way too much. Anyways, let's go ahead and finish up this, and then I'm gonna be closing the video off and yeah, continuing on with my day, which I wish I could take you along with more of my day. However, I do need to go somewhere, so this is kind of more of a morning vlog, which is totally fine. I'm still getting into the whole idea of a vlog because I'm not a very good vlogger. Alrighty guys, so I've finished and I actually added a little character profile of Alex just to kind of like add more stuff into this amazing little inspiration scrapbook page, which is so fun. Here it is. I literally love the aesthetic. I love how it really does encapsulate my book and just the little things and the most important things, which are aesthetic, characters, and setting. I argue that aesthetic is most important. I'm kidding, I love characters. But yeah, that was so fun. This is the final page. If you guys want to definitely check out Racon down below to create something like this, I really recommend it. It was literally so fun just to kind of like do it, and literally took me like 10 minutes, and it could take me hours if I wanted to. But it's just such a fun little way to pursue your project and get ready for NaNoWriMo and get excited. I think that's probably the most important part, is to literally just get excited about your book. Don't think about too much about the goals, about the stuff. Like, as long as you're excited about your book, you will want to write it. You know what I mean? You will want to write it. So yeah, that's the video. Thank you so much for watching this vlog.